Okay, it's the next day. You saw the videos of me taking the glass and trim ring out of the boat. Now I'm going to clean the glass and the trim ring, and then I will clean the boat itself to get it ready to put the glass back in. But trim ring came off with no damage. The adhesive all came off nicely. There was some wood that pulled off the boat, but not too much, so I'm happy with that. So I guess with boat life, the way you remove this is effectively mechanically. I don't have any of their solvent, and I don't think their solvent works on cured adhesive. But so we will get going on scraping this off. Sorry for the edit, but I had to go get some tools. So I got my 5-in-1 tool, which I seem to use for everything, and the razor blade just in case. Let's try to start scraping this off. And it seems to be coming off okay. So I'll get the bulk of this off, and then I'll probably run this over with some sandpaper just to get any residual and to scuff it up, and then clean it with some acetone to get any residual material off. So some of it's coming off better than others. As you can see, some of it's coming up a little bit better. So I'll get the bulk of it off this way. So I'm not going to bore you with this. This will take me a few minutes to do, so I will get back in a few minutes. Okay, we're making some good progress here. We got almost all of it cleaned, so I left a little section here. So basically the method I've been using to remove this caulking is basically been scraping it with the 5-in-1 scraping tool, just to loosen up what I can. Not really removing it. I mean, removing the bulk of it, but whatever I can't scrape up, I just scratch it to loosen the bond. And I'll go over it with some red Scotch-Brite pads, and that does an excellent job of actually removing the thin layer that's actually on there. See how quickly that comes up? So, just a little bit more elbow grease. And I'm unsure if acetone would help remove this, but it's coming up pretty quick. And I will be using acetone in a few minutes to wipe down the surface. So, we got a couple minutes of work left on this, so I'll pause it again, and I'll get back on the next step. Okay, so got everything cleaned off, and it's looking really good. So I got my acetone out, I got a rag. I'm going to wipe down the back side here with acetone, and probably along the edge where there's some varnish as well. So I want to get this looking like brand new. So I'm going to use acetone. At least get the back side cleaned up the best I can. At least that'll make the bond a lot better when I put the new boat life on. And that reminds me, I need to see if I actually have boat life. I might have to buy it. So you can see, even though it looks really clean, there's a lot of black on the rag, so still a lot on the surface. The better I can get this clean, the longer the job will last. went over the whole thing. Now I'm going to go over it again to see if I missed anything. So it's a lot cleaner this time. So, pretty damn good. Okay, that's that. So I will polish the rest of it, but I want to remove some of this varnish. I don't know if the acetone will be enough to get it off. I need something a little more aggressive. I might have to scrape it. So yeah, it's not too bad. Go over the front with some acetone. Get this clean and then I'll throw some polish on there. Scotch-Brite on the top edge. I'm going to try to get some of this varnish off. You really won't see this edge because it's up against the bulkhead. Actually, on second thought, I don't think I will polish this. I want to have it nice and rough for the varnish to adhere to the stainless. So I think I'll polish it later, after it's installed and after it's varnished. I'll do the same on the bottom. Scuff up the edge so the because you put a little bit of varnish onto the stainless when you varnish the Coachroof. So now you can't see what I'm doing now. I'm just standing it up to get a little purchase on this. Yeah, it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? Watching someone else work. Scraped off some of this. There's a lot of varnish on this edge. Still see some. Yeah, as much as I want to, I'm not going to polish this right away. A little bit of varnish. We can pop that off. So, this is as good as it's going to get. I will probably wash it anyways, but I'm not going to polish it. So, that's that. I might passivate it. We'll see. See. Yeah, that's probably the best thing is to passivate it. And passivating is basically just a fancy term for using this product called Spotless Stainless. And that will passivate this. It uses citric acid to clean and put a protecting coating on the varnish, on the stainless. And then I also made up my own using citric acid. So effectively the same product. The prepackaged product is much better, but mine is effective as well. So that's this done for now. It's clean enough. Now I'll go into the plexiglass. Okay, moving on to the plexiglass. As you can see, this is a pretty substantial piece of plexiglass. So the previous owner made it to replace the then I think it was Lexan before. But again, same thing. I just got to loosen up the adhesive, scrape it off the best I can. I didn't bother removing the tape from before, so nothing else that'll give it some protection from my handling. So I will scuff again. I will scuff this up with the Scotch-Brite after I get the bulk of it off. You can see it's coming off in pretty good clumps. And I will probably pause this because it's going to be excruciating to watch me do work.